Hi everyone, today we're going to be looking at factorizing quadratics without the need for trial and error. So, I've got a situation here, factorize x squared plus 10x plus 16. So, we're looking for two numbers that have a product of 16 and that have a sum of 10. So, let's look at the sum of 10 first. If I'm looking for two numbers and I want them to have a sum of 10, that means that they are both going to be equal distance away from its mean. So let's write that as a mathematical expression. If I'm looking for the mean of 10, the mean of 10 relative to two terms, that would mean that my denominator here is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now let's look at the second part of what I was saying. Equal distance away from the mean. We can write that as a mathematical expression like this. If I have my mean of 5 minus an unknown number, and then I have my mean of 5 again plus an unknown number. I'll write this in a different color. What this is a mathematical expression for being equal distance from the mean. Equal distance from our mean. Okay. Now we can do some maths with this. So, if I take these two expressions here and I expand them, let's see what we get. We will get 5 minus u times 5 plus u. That equals 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times u is plus 5u. Negative u times 5 is minus 5u. And negative u times positive u is minus u squared. Alright, let's simplify. We've got 25 stays the same, plus 5u minus 5u cancels each other out, so we're left with negative u squared. Okay, if we go back up a little bit here, we were looking for the product of 16. So I can substitute that value in. Substitute 16 into equation 1. And I'm just going to title this one equation 1 so I don't have to rewrite it again. So let's see what that looks like. I will have 16 equals 25 minus u squared. Let's try and solve for u. So we want to try and move the 25 to the other side. That's going to mean subtracting 25 from both sides. So 16 minus 25 is negative 9 equals negative u squared. Okay, let's multiply both sides by negative 1 just so I can get rid of those negatives. So negative 9 times negative 1 is 9. And the other side we're left with u squared. Now let's take the square root of both sides. So the square root of u squared is going to be u. And the square root of 9, well, 3 times 3 is 9, but also negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. So on this left-hand side, we're actually going to have positive and negative 3. Okay, now we can start to substitute some values in. So if I substitute, you could use either number here for u, but I'm just going to use u equals 3 tonight to keep it nice and simple. So I'm going to sub u equals 3 into our expressions of u. So into expressions of u. And the expressions of u that I'm talking about are these ones up here. Okay, so first step, 5, let's get rid of that. 5 minus u and 5 plus u. I'm just going to rewrite these again, and what I'm looking for actually is two separate expressions. So I'm going to write one over here and the second one over here. So firstly, I've got 5 minus u, and then on this side, I've got 5 plus u in brackets. Okay, instead of u, we're going to substitute in 3. So this becomes 5 minus 3 equals 2. And on the other side, 5 plus 3 equals 8. So I have successfully factorized that quadratic, but it's not in a form yet that looks nice and neat and tidy. So let's rewrite the original expression, which was x squared plus 10x plus 16. And my factorized form is now going to be using those two numbers. So my factorized form is going to be x plus 2 and x plus 8. So there we go. Today's video is not a full explanation, but it's rather just the process of solving it once you've got the basics down. So the factorized version of x squared plus 10x plus 16 is equal to x plus 2 times x plus 8.